Now, students, we will see the first sentence. English has been taught by him for 10 years. Okay, we will follow the X rule. Subject will come in place of object, and object will go in place of subject. Okay, and action will remain the same. So, in active voice, the sentence will be he has been teaching English for 10 years. Okay, he has been teaching English for 10 years. Clear? Next is when is a car going to be bought by you? Okay, when is a car going to be bought by you? Subject will be object and object will be subject. So, when are you going to buy a car? Okay, when are you going to buy a car? Clear? Next is soccer was played by John. Okay, now again we will focus subject and object. So, in this sentence, John is object and soccer is subject. While converting in active, John will be subject and soccer will be object. So, John played soccer. Clear? John played soccer. Next is a movie was watched by us. Okay? So, by us is the object. While converting, we will see that we will come place in the subject and object. Okay, so we will follow the X rule. Subject will be object and object will be subject. We watched a movie. Us is converted into we. Clear? And movie, which is the subject, will come in place of object. That will be a movie. Clear? Now students, we will see the next sentence, that is by whom were you taught the active and passive sentences? Okay, by whom were you taught the active and passive sentences? So subject will come in place of object and object will go in place of subject. So here you can see active and passive sentences is the object. Okay, so this will come in place of subject. Okay, so the full sentence will be who taught you the active and passive sentences? Okay, who taught you the active and passive sentences? The kitchen had been cleaned. Okay, she cleaned the kitchen. Clear? Next is dinner will have been eaten by the time you get there. Okay, dinner will have been eaten by the time you get there. So subject will be object and object will be subject and action will be the same. So we will have eaten dinner by the time you get there. Clear? We will have eaten dinner by the time you get there. English is spoken in the USA. Okay? English is spoken in the USA. People speak English in the USA. Clear? Next is would English or French rather be learned by you? Okay? Would English or French rather be learned by you? Would you rather learn English or French? Okay? Would you rather learn English or French? English or French is the subject, that will be the object. Okay? And by you will be would you. Clear? Rather will be same and learn will be learn. Clear हो गया? Next sentence is you must not come late to class. Okay? You must not come late to class. Converting in passive, sorry active. You are ordered not to come late to class. Clear? Next is games are played by us. Okay? Games are played by us. Games are played by them. Cookies are baked by her. Okay, again subject will be object and object will be subject. She bakes cookies. Okay, she bakes cookies. A sand castle was built by them. They build a sand castle. The lesson is explained by the teacher. Okay, subject will be object and object will be subject. The teacher explains the lesson. Okay, the teacher explains the lesson. Dinner is cooked by the chef. Okay, dinner is cooked by the chef. Subject will be object and object will be subject. The chef cooks dinner. Okay, The chef cooks dinner. The chef become the subject and dinner become the object. A story is read by her. Okay? A story is read by her. Then he is converted into she and our story is the object in the sentence of active voice. So she reads a story. Clear? She reads a story.